video. And also leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Also, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you can get the latest uploads. Okay, now listen. Moments ago, Kwame Brown took to IG to call out Gilbert Arenas. Okay, according to Kwame, Gilbert made some phone calls and got his YouTube channel taken down. That's right. You heard that correctly. According to Kwame, Gilbert made some phone calls and got YouTube to remove Kwame Brown's channel, apparently for creating content harassing Gilbert Arenas, okay, who recently made headlines after being arrested, right, for his involvement in these illegal poker games. Okay, now, of course, Kwame Brown was one of many who reacted to Gilbert making the headlines. And, Gilbert, was upset at the fact that Kwame was pretty much celebrating his arrest. You know what I mean? That sparked this back and forth. That's really been going on for years. But before we get into the, backstory of all that, let's play this clip of Kwame Brown moments ago going off on Gilbert Arenas. Like I said, Kwame Brown admits in the video that he was making a lot of money with that channel. And now Gilbert has messed his bag up. Okay, it gets to the point he even apologizes because he realizes that he got baited into the situation. And this is what happened. So before we get into my thoughts, let's check out this video. Again, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And yeah, let's get right to it.
The smoke, and then when they get the smoke, they go tell YouTube I'm harassing and bullying them and shit. So I done harassed and bullied a nigga that said he had no chill, and now I'm just flagged like a motherfucker, man. They flagged this shit at me. That's what I had, 2 flags. Then they got me when I was sleeping. Yeah, these niggas slick, boy. The nigga said he wanted to rumble, but the only thing he wanted to do was flag. And I think I got flagged because of this video right here. I think this video right here took it over the top. I was trying. We discussed it. I was on live and the nigga told me that I could hide my channel. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna hide my channel. Man, before I could get to my laptop, they could pop, boom. They got me. The nigga put a $5,000 hit on each flag. So shit, you tell some Negroes $5,000 per flag, Negroes gonna do what they gonna do. But now that nigga gotta worry about the feds and me. You know what I'm saying? The feds downstairs, Kwame downstairs too, nigga. I want some of that underdog money. And I thought you had no chill. How is it that you telling YouTube that I'm harassing and bullying you, nigga? This nigga done got me harassing and bullying. I thought this nigga was hibachi. I thought this nigga was no chill. This nigga threatening me with all the white people he know at Arizona. To my nigga, I know somebody at YouTube. I'm like, damn, I thought you were body. I thought you were rowdy. That's why you gonna tell on them Israeli niggas. Hey, Israeli mob, y'all might well go ahead and grab this nigga up. This nigga told YouTube on me. So you know y'all niggas ain't got a shot. Hey, the Israeli mob, y'all ain't got a shot with this motherfucker. Y'all ain't never getting out. This some bitch told YouTube on me. This nigga want to act like he bout it, and flag the shit out of me. Boy, hey, you a soft ass nigga, boy. Hey, man, you can't fuck with these goddamn niggas like this. That nigga act like he wanted smoke. Nigga, I came with that Pastor Troy goddamn energy, and this nigga coming with some allegations and bullshit lies, and then he flagged me. Oh, soft ass, valley boy ass nigga. Come on, man. You can't fuck with no country, nigga. That's why you act tough in public and then flag and shit. You got harassed by me? Hey, you know what, Gil? I'm going to give you a public apology, man. Give me my page back, dog. Hey, listen, man, listen. I was just joking with you, man. I apologize for harassing you. Can you tell them white folks that strike me for harassing and bullying you to give me my page back, the big dog? I thought you wanted to smoke, nigga. You play different. This nigga say, fuck that. That nigga say, this nigga think he a street nigga for real. Instead of this nigga say he gonna put money on my head, this nigga put money on my page. God damn. Hey, yeah, that nigga put money on my page. I got the text messages and all. This nigga put money on my goddamn page. This nigga here play different. Hey, look here, man. I ain't mean to hurt your feelings, dog. You know what I'm saying? Get him, brother, get his page back. God damn. Hey, listen, bro. If I knew you was gonna flag like that, I would have never called you WNBA shoulders. I swear to God, I would have held back WNBA shoulders, dog. I did not know you were gonna take my pay. You fucked up a lot of money, boy. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, boy. You WNBA shoulders having little bit. Oh no, I'm supposed to be apologizing. Come on, man. Hey, give me my page back, man. Call the people back at YouTube, you know. Tell them, man, he gave me an apology. You just tell them to get my page back. You know you just playing with these people, dog. You don't really want me off YouTube. I'm just asking the nigga for my channel back. You would too if you knew what the fuck I was making on that channel. What the hell you talking about? The nigga just flagged the shit at me. I thought this nigga wanted problems. And now this nigga flagging out here now. You know what I'm saying? That's a great move if you a coward like that. I mean, I didn't look at it from that angle. This son bitch, he'll play different, boy. That little son bitch, that play different. He ain't shit. He got chilled though. That nigga told them people that I harassed and bullied him. They say, look here, they gave me a strike. So I'm like, I'm good. But I didn't know I got 2 strikes at one time until this stupid motherfucker told me on Instagram. This nigga talking about, you got 2 strikes on one time. I'm like, what? I thought it was just 1 strike. I went and looked, and I shouldn't have said that shit over live. They were telling me in the chat that I could hide the channel and all kind of shit. And this dumb motherfucker done put out a $5,000 bounty on it. So somebody beat me to the punch. Yeah, somebody tell Twitch to give me a bag and I'll stream on Twitch. Yeah, somebody from Twitch just called me. I'll stream on Twitch. Yeah, just give me a bag and I'll just post my videos on YouTube. They said Gil broke you. Gil flagged my channel. Gil that's a large, substantial of revenue that channel was making. But what do you mean broke me?
All right, y'all. As y'all can see, Kwame Brown calls out Gilbert Arenas, apologizing, asking Gilbert to call YouTube and to basically remove the strikes and have them bring his channel back because, according to Kwame, Gil messed up a lot of money. Man. See, this situation has gotten out of hand, all because, again, Kwame was one of many who reacted to the, arrest, Gilbert Arenas arrest. You know what I mean? And Gilbert since then has been going back and forth. Now, if you are a day one of Forgotten Kings TV, then you will know. We used to cover Kwame Brown a lot. You know what I mean? And Gilbert Arenas too. But it got to a point where it was just getting too messy. You know what I mean? This platform, we try to keep it, strictly content, covering content that the people are interested in. The sector at that time, it got to a point where people's personal business was being exposed, or as they would say, doxxed. People were getting very disrespectful. And I decided to, step away from covering that form of content because I realized, it wasn't helping my channel benefit or get to the next level when people are, using their platform and weaponizing it in ways where it's being, destructive. Essentially, I'm using this channel as an opportunity to create a business to help change my life and those in my circle. You know what I mean? So trust and believe. It was a lot of things that happened during that time period, whereas people covering Kwame Brown content, for whatever reason, Kwame Brown, at the time, he got several YouTubers kicked out of the program. All right. Forgotten Kings TV was one of those channels. Okay. And essentially, we had to start over to get back in the program. So if anyone knows what it's like to lose a channel, I had another channel, you know what I mean? To lose that's tough. To have to start over, start fresh. I mean, listen, like I said, I understand. And I wouldn't wish that on anyone, especially if you're in a position to create a business, to change your life. Come on. This is why I stepped away, but like I said, this is, a couple years ago. Kwame Brown got people kicked out the program. And of course, others, they reacted in the way that they saw fit. But me, I stepped away because I wanted to continue to expand the credibility of the platform, and understanding that when I started creating content with this channel, it was the intent to cover all topics within the culture. You know what I mean? Not just sports, comedy, movies, whatever. You know what I mean? It wasn't just a Kwame Brown channel, so to speak, or Gilbert Arenas. But the point is, Kwame Brown had an opportunity to do exactly what you see Gilbert Arenas and many others who played in the league are doing now, by creating a credible sports platform. Somewhat, of course, they have a lot of colorful takes, right? Crazy takes, right? Takes that are at times outrageous. But the point is, you're now seeing a shift in sports media where former, athletes can now create their own platforms and directly tell their story. You know what I mean? Because again, initially, Kwame Brown, his issue is how Stephen A. Smith and others created a narrative that damaged his career, by calling him a bust. You know what I mean? And I felt like at the time, when me and other platforms were covering Kwame Brown content, he had an opportunity to shift away from that sector, the messy sector, and actually create a sports platform where he can do exactly what you see what several of his peers are doing today. He doesn't have to go the Gilbert Arenas route. But again, years ago, they created this back and forth, and Gilbert, again, joined gladly, started learning the space, and here we are. Like I said, all of this controversy back and forth. You got Gilbert getting into Kwame Brown's personal business. It's crazy. Look at this. Kwame Brown is having a good day after finding out Shannon Sharpe got fired by ESPN and Gilbert Arenas getting arrested. You get what I'm saying? That right there, adding fuel to the situation. Now he just cost you a lot of money. You see how that worked? It's unfortunate, man. Like I said, I haven't really gotten to this in the past few years because in the end, it didn't really make me any money. It was unfortunate, having to revamp my channel and move forward because, again, someone tried to stop my business, you know what I mean, take food off my table. But in the end, like I said, I'm not upset. I just became better at my job, learning, because back then I was much greener to the space, really not knowing how this content creation space works. But now things have changed. Now we've been able to make some history, and I'm very grateful and blessed. You know what I mean? Shout out to MREC. We were able to create a comedy special, right, with Scruncho along with several other comedians from the city, talented comedians. And, we made history. You know what I mean? Covering content, creating a special, putting it on streaming platforms. I mean, there's so many great things that happen with this channel, and I'm very appreciative of it. But like I said, it's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes that y'all are not aware of. And if I was about clout chasing, I would have been jumped out here and made videos, but I realized that's not going to take me to the next level. You know what I mean? I want to continue to keep the credibility of this channel intact and continue to, get better at my job. You know what I mean? But when it comes to this space with YouTube, there's a dark side. For those who are wondering about jumping in this space, listen, man, choose your path in this space wisely because, again, it could get out of hand. We just seen about a month or two ago, you know what I mean? Incident took place. Someone lost their life over some beef on the stream. You know what I mean? Man and his wife. So I realized the dangers of that space a long time ago and stepped away and just stuck to the content. You know what I mean? This is why people are here, essentially for the content. But to be able to fully give y'all some context and giving y'all understanding for those who remember why I used to, when I used to post the Kwame Brown content, you probably wondered, damn, well, why did he stop? This is why. It was getting out of hand. And now you see with Kwame losing his channel, it's unfortunate. Now he has to get, some sympathy from Gilbert in hopes that Gilbert would remove some of these strikes. And like I said, I wouldn't wish this on anyone. You know what I mean? Hater, opposition, whatever. Get your money. We all trying to feed our family, better our situations. We ain't got to always eat at the same table. Cool. But I wouldn't wish this on anybody. But understand, those who know, those who tapped into this space, it can get messy, man. And like I said, Kwame understands it. He put other YouTubers in that position. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was one of them. And again, some would say, hey, you can't post this content, cool. But YouTube is now a space where we can react, give commentary. You know, in the beginning, Kwame encouraged a lot of people to post this content. And then at some point, he got mad. You know what I mean? Maybe it was the numbers, maybe it was the money, because Kwame was unaware of the policies in place, as you can see now. You know what I mean? Speaking on certain things, profanity, all of that stuff for him up, the possible revenue you could earn when, you know, creating content. So you got to move accordingly. Kwame was just jumping out there, saying things, doing things. And at times he was valid, you know what I mean, in his reaction. But as you can see, Gilbert was playing chess. While you out here celebrating the headlines, you know, Gilbert can play this game with Kwame because he has several platforms where he can get his content off and make his money. Like I said, chess, not checkers. You get what I mean? Now Kwame has to start over a new channel in hopes that, you know, people in his circle will help, you know what I mean, help him create another platform. You know what I mean? Equally as impactful as the previous channel. It's just unfortunate. You know, it's a matter of chess, and right now it ain't looking good. Like I said, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy because this is how we survive. And as you can see, Kwame, you know, he laughing, but you can tell. You know what I'm saying? It's tough right now. Like I said, I don't know his finances and all of that, but for that man to apologize, you know, laughing like that, y'all let me know. What are your thoughts on Kwame and his reaction to Gilbert Arenas getting his channel down, man? Who do you blame in the situation? Like I said, a lot of people over the years have criticized Gilbert Arenas and his ways. But again, like I stated, he has several situations. And again, you know, with the recent arrests, I'm not sure if there will be any discipline as far as ESPN. You know what I mean? We hear about Shannon Sharp, but I'm not sure if I heard any headlines about them, you know, stepping away from Gilbert. But again, he has several platforms to be able to create content, make his revenue. He doesn't have to solely depend on YouTube. You know what I mean? And I'm sure Kwame doesn't either. But the point is, you know what I mean? If this was your main channel, you got to move wisely. He had a golden opportunity to create a platform similar to his peers to step away from that sector. But no, you continue to live in it. And, you know, this is what happened. You got played. You know what I mean? You got pretty much baited into this back and forth. You heard Kwame. He thought he was, you know, they was going to go back and forth and have this YouTube wars. Nope. Gilbert said 3 strikes. You out of here, y'all. But again, y'all let me know, what are your thoughts on the Kwame Brown, Gilbert Arenas controversy? Again, let me know your thoughts on the claims that Gilbert got YouTube to remove Kwame Brown's channel. If so, what are your thoughts on that? Also, what are your thoughts on Kwame Brown and his somewhat apology to Gilbert? I mean, do you agree? Do you think he's, you know, bothered at the fact that Gilbert got his channel taken down? And also, what are your thoughts on what I said about, you know, Kwame fumbling an opportunity where he could have created a credible sports platform? As you can see, you know, several of his peers are out here doing great in the podcasting space. That could have been Kwame, but for whatever reason, he wanted to continue to go back and forth and be a part of that messy sector of YouTube. And as you can see, he got baited into a situation and he lost his channel, y'all. Again, as of right now, the channel is still taken down. I'm sure Kwame's going to appeal it. Who knows? Like I said, hopefully Gilbert will have a change of heart. But again, y'all let me know your thoughts on all of the controversy down in the comment section below. With that being said, my name is Sensei Rip. That's all I got for y'all today. Till next time, peace.